Alright, let's talk about the internet's favourite personality test, the MBTI. The test that has convinced millions of people they're secretly masterminds, social butterflies, or emotionally tortured poets who were born in the wrong century. Look, I don't know about you, but I've seen people use MBTI for everything. Dating advice, career decisions, diagnosing their friends like it's a medical condition. Oh, you're an ISTJ? That explains why you're allergic to fun. But here's the real question. Is MBTI actually useful? Or are we just out here sorting ourselves into Hogwarts houses for grown-ups? Let's break it down. Alright, let's start with the basics. MBTI stands for the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. And before you ask, no, it was not invented by a team of scientists in a top-secret lab. It was actually created by a mother-daughter duo, Isabel Briggs Myers and Catherine Cook Briggs, in the 1940s. Yes, two random women who were really into Carl Jung's theories basically made up a personality test that is now used by Fortune 500 companies and dating apps alike. Think about that. MBTI categories. The test sorts people into 16 personality types based on 4 categories. Introvert, I, versus extrovert, E. Do you get energy from people or from avoiding them? Sensing, S, versus intuition, N. Do you focus on details or vibes? Thinking, T, versus feeling, F. Do you make decisions based on logic or my heart says yes but my brain says no? Judging, J, versus perceiving, P. Are you a structured planner or an agent of pure chaos? So, in theory, if you take the test, you'll get one of 16 types, and suddenly your entire life will make sense. Or at least, you'll have something new to blame your personality on. MBTI is like astrology, but with just enough psychology sprinkled in to make it sound legit. People eat this stuff up. Why? Because humans love being told who they are. Nothing feels better than taking a 10-minute quiz and having it say, you're an INFJ, the rarest type, so that's why you don't fit in. And suddenly, boom, you have an identity crisis and a personality cult all in one. MBTI excuses. People also love MBTI because it gives them an excuse for their behaviour. Like, oh, sorry I ghosted you. I'm an INTP. Or, I didn't mean to insult you. I'm just an ENTJ. We're brutally honest. No, Brad, you're just rude. MBTI memes. It's also a goldmine for memes. MBTI memes are everywhere. What your MBTI type says about how you text. MBTI types ranked by who would survive a zombie apocalypse. Which MBTI types would be Disney villains? And the answer is always ENTJs and INTJs. Now, let's talk about the 16 types, because some of you need to be called out. Extroverts, ENTP, the chaos agent. Argues for fun, generates 100 ideas per second. Finishes none of them. ENTJ, the ruthless CEO. Efficiency is life. Feelings are unnecessary distractions. Has a 5-year plan for world domination. ENFP, the human golden retriever. Excited about everything. Loses interest in 0.3 seconds. Probably forgot they were supposed to be here. ENFJ, the cult leader in disguise. Knows what you're thinking before you do. Charms their way into leadership positions effortlessly. ESTP, the adrenaline junkie. Thinks before acting, never heard of it. Likely to disappear on a spontaneous road trip. ESTJ, the walking Google Calendar. Organises everything, including your life, whether you asked for it or not. ESFP, the party in human form. The one person who always gets everyone to do shots. Will drag you onto the dance floor. ESFJ, the host with the most. Will guilt trip you into coming to their events. And you will go, because they're terrifyingly persuasive. Introverts, INTP, the absent-minded professor. Gets lost in thought. Forgot to eat. Might forget to blink. INTJ, the mastermind. Knows everything. Already planned the next 5 steps. Will not explain them to you. INFJ, the mysterious oracle. Understands you better than you understand yourself. Disappears for weeks at a time. INFP, the emotional poem in human form. Feels everything. Writes sad poetry. Stares dramatically out of windows. ISTP, the silent mad scientist. Can build a rocket out of duct tape and old phone. Says 5 words a day. ISTJ, the rule enforcer. If there's a rule, they will follow it. If you break it, they will judge you. ISFP, the tortured artist. Expresses emotions through music, art, or interpretive dance. Will not explain their masterpiece. ISFJ, the mum friend. Remembers your birthday, carries band-aids, somehow knows your childhood trauma. Fun fact: intelligence agencies, including the Secret Service, actually use MBTI to profile agents and predict behavior under stress. Former CIA officer Andrew Bustamante has confirmed this on the Lex Friedman podcast that MBTI plays a role in espionage. AI is also getting into the MBTI game. Some systems can now analyze writing styles, facial expressions, and even social media posts to determine personality types. Is that cool or terrifying? You decide. Even big corporations use MBTI for hiring, team dynamics, and leadership training. So whether you think it's pseudoscience or a powerful tool, it's definitely shaping modern workplaces and intelligence operations. So, is MBTI actually useful? Absolutely. Whether it's intelligence agencies, corporations, or AI-driven personality assessments, MBTI has found its place in the modern world. But hey, this isn't even everything you need to know about MBTI. If you want the real deep analysis, like how cognitive functions actually work, just let me know and we can dive into that next time. Do you think AI can accurately type personalities? Would you trust a machine to analyze you? And do you think MBTI actually describes you? Or is it missing something? Let's discuss.